Another day, another commitment for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, and this one is massive. Five-star tight end Kaiden Prothro jumps on board and commits to Georgia over Florida and Texas today. He's one of the best overall prospects in the country and a real mismatch in the passing game. I say he's a tight end. He is a 6'6", 215-pound pass catcher, okay? This guy is a machine in the passing game. Basically a hybrid, can play tight end, can play wide receiver, doesn't matter. This guy knows how to catch the football and make big plays down the field in the screen and short passing game. He's terrific there. He's a jump ball machine, a scoring just monster. That's what this guy does. He makes big plays, he scores touchdowns, and he wins games. This is a three-time state champion for Bowden High School who lit up the stat sheet last season as a junior, caught 56 passes for 1,203 yards and 22 touchdowns in 15 games. This guy does it all. He is a major Georgia target, or was a major Georgia target. Now he's on board. He gives Georgia their third tight end commitment in the 2026 class. But again, this guy is basically a big wide receiver who can line up beside the tackle in the run game and block like a smaller offensive tackle. He is a physical blocker in the run game or on the perimeter, right? Wherever you want to use him. But this guy catches passes, and he is a major, major weapon in a lot of different ways. There's on film that you can go watch on Dawg Post, by the way. Make sure you grab your popcorn, get your drink ready, sit in your recliner, and just enjoy those clips, okay? You can watch them for free, but they start off with him just catching passes in the screen game and just galloping past dudes down the field. He is tough to tackle. I mean, he runs with authority, but he is smooth. There's no doubt about it. He changes direction well. He gets open on his own, can create separation. A really nice route runner for a guy, again, 6'6", 215, okay? He's got plenty of size. He's bigger than defensive backs and cornerbacks out on the perimeter. He's faster and more athletic than the tight ends in the middle of the field. You can line this guy up anywhere, and he is going to make plays. He is the number 2 tight end prospect in the country. I believe he's a top 40 player. I thought I had it in my notes. I don't. I'm actually reading the story that you can read right now for free over on Dawg Post. I just need to add his ranking in there, but I know that he's the number 2 tight end prospect in the country, unless something changed yesterday or this morning, all right? This guy is an absolute baller and someone that is going to see the field early. I know that sounds crazy because Todd Hartley signs, big-time wide receivers, tight ends, year after year after year. And he's got 3 of them now in this class, which is really, really impressive considering the guys that he brought in the 25 cycle, right? Tight end Elias Williams out of Camden County. He's another 6'7", 225-pound pass catcher who's still kind of developing and progressing. When the light comes on for him, I think he is going to be an absolute baller. He's a mismatch in the middle of the field and in jump ball situations. You got Ethan Barbour, who is probably more ready to play. He is, your route running type of tight end who can catch passes and, break tackles and pick up yards after the catch. I mean, they're both outstanding in the passing game. Now you bring in Lincoln Keys, who's 6'5", 6'6". He can catch passes down the field. You've got Braden Fogel, who also brings in more size and physicality, terrific ball skills. He can go up and snatch the football. And now you've got Kaiden Prothro, who is one of the best overall prospects, again, not only in Georgia, not only in the South, but across the country. He is fluid, he is athletic, outstanding hands, and a guy who can help you stretch the field, which is something you don't really see out of most tight ends. But again, he's not a tight end traditionally. He is, and that's where he's ranked, and that's where he'll play. He'll play in Todd Hartley's room, but he's a guy that they can flex out wide, right? He can play in the slot. He can play on the perimeter. If they're in the red zone and this guy is out on the perimeter against a smaller cornerback, there's not a whole lot of thinking that the Georgia staff has to do. Throw this kid the football. He will go up and snatch it. He does a great job of using his size to his advantage, but again, he is a really good route runner, and he's 215 of all muscle. I mean, the guy is ripped. He's got muscle all over him. So after the catch, he is tough to bring down. I say he runs like a deer, but he's a smoother deer, right? So what animal can you think of that runs hard behind his pads, but he picks up yards in a hurry, right? He's a long strider, so he's, he's not necessarily a burner, but you turn on the film and he is just kind of gliding away from guys who are lighter and, smaller than he is. But it takes 2 to 3 guys to bring him down. He is so tough to tackle. He's got great lower body strength, but his length, the ball skills, the athleticism, the ability to leap. He's a multi-sport standout, dominates on the basketball court. So the kid can jump, make plays, and he uses that on the gridiron, right? So he can catch the back shoulder passes and, go up for a rebound and catch a football over 2 defenders if he needs to. But what I like the most is, his ability to get open for a guy his size. He is fluid. He can run a route and he can put his foot in the ground and change directions. And it doesn't look like it's taking a whole lot out of him, right? A lot of guys, it kind of seems forced and it seems like they're trying to do a little too much when they're running routes, but he is a clean route runner who gets open. And the guy's just terrific. He wins. He comes from a program that plays to a standard. The way they practice, the way they play on Friday nights, they win, right? He is a 3-time state champion, and he's a big reason why. I think he caught 3 passes for 90-plus yards and a touchdown. He can play defense, linebacker, safety. Probably won't in Athens, but he will play, I believe, in all 3 phases for his Bowden team out in West Georgia because he is that guy. He is that dog, and he is one of the best players in the country. There's a reason why Georgia wanted him badly. He's not the number 1 tight end. That's Mark Bowman, who I thought Georgia was going to land for a little bit. He got a massive, massive check to stay home and play for Southern Cal. He is a superstar, but Kaiden Prothro is a guy who, even though they brought 2 really, really good ones in the last class, Kaiden Prothro is going to come to Athens and want to play, right? This guy is not someone who's going to sit on the bench for very long, and he can help in special teams. And again, he's a guy that these smaller, kind of shifty, explosive receivers would love to run behind in the screen, short passing game, wherever. I mean, he can block on the perimeter, but he can catch there. But again, this guy does it all. He is a pass catcher. I'm not just saying he's just a tight end. He can play that traditional tight end role, and he can make plays in the middle of the field, and he can block. But depending on the situation and where they are on the field, he can play out wide or in the slot and really help you in the passing game. He's got those big, strong hands. And again, his ability to pick up yards after the catch really stands out on film. And I'm telling you right now, if you haven't seen him, we can't put him over this. I know you would love to see clips of him scoring touchdown after touchdown after touchdown instead of this face right here, okay? I know it's not the best thing to look at. It's early in the morning. My hair's a mess. I wish I could have highlights over this, but we didn't take them ourselves. So if we do and we use Huddle highlights to put over this, we could get a copyright, red flag on YouTube. It's just not worth it. But I'm telling you, they are free over on dawgpost.com. We've been talking about this guy for a long, long time because he is that dude. And today, Georgia landed him. Another 5-star, another in-state guy, another weapon on offense. And Todd Hartley, he gets another A+, right? I know Mark Bowman did not pick Georgia, choose Georgia, sign with Georgia. He's going to play out in Southern Cal. They don't have to go against him, which is great. He would have been, I think that guy is an off-brand Brock Bowers. I don't think anyone is Brock Bowers, but he's got that skill set. He plays like Brock Bowers. So off-brand Brock Bowers. And that's a big-time compliment. The dude is, I think, going to be a star. Kaiden Prothro, I think, has that ability to well. He's bigger and probably a better blocker. So 2 different type of guys, but Kaiden Prothro is going to make plays. He is just a natural guy on the football field. He works hard. He competes. He fits Georgia's culture both on and off the field. He makes plays on it. He brings a leadership quality and a winning spirit and a winning attitude off of it. Works hard in the weight room. He loves to compete. He loves to work. He loves to grind. He loves to get better. So this guy is a perfect addition to Todd Hartley's tight end room. And, keeps Georgia's recruiting momentum alive and well. This is not going to be the last commitment that they pick up in the month of July. But Kaiden Prothro, one of their top overall targets on their board, regardless of position, he jumps on board today. I thought Texas was going to make things interesting, but, Texas, I think, came in second, then Florida, but really, really big deal. This is a guy that Todd Hartley did not want leaving the state. And he is elite. There's no doubt about it. One of the best prospects in the country. Kaiden Prothro, 6'6", 215, 220, big-time athlete, outstanding pass catcher, touchdown machine, lit up the stat sheet. He's going to do it again as a senior. I'm excited to go watch him play. I think week 2 he plays a team in Roswell or the Atlanta area, so I'm excited to go watch him play because he's a dog. I mean, this guy is a big-time prospect, major commitment for Kirby. Todd Hartley and the Georgia Bulldogs, another elite commitment in the 26th class. They're rolling. They might land the #1 class if things continue on this way. But Kaiden Prothro, 5-star tight end / hybrid wide receiver, pass catching machine, commits to Georgia today. Big deal. You can read more about him and watch highlights over on dawgpost.com. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you over on Dawg Post.